Hello everyone, I'm Alan Dillon.
And I'm Amy Dillon.
And we are Double D Travel. And today we are going to talk about our second stop on the cruise, which is Bonaire.
So Bonaire, we really like Bonaire. Bonaire, I think, was one of our favorites out of the three ports that we went to. So for Bonaire, we went out of the cruise ship terminal right there. There was some private tours, and it was $25 per person. And they took you to several locations. It was a really nice tour. They took us to the salt mines, so we got to see the salt mines and get out, and they explained how the salt is made and brought in from the ocean and filtered and that whole process. We was able to go to a trough. If you look at our pictures on Facebook, we was able to scoop up salt for 50 cents a bag. If you had your own bag, you could take it for free. He popped it in his mouth right away, him and our friend, and they loved it. They loved the taste of it. So we bought several other bags and brought it back with us, which was fun going through TSA, as you can imagine. But they also took us down and showed us like the slave huts where the ships used to come in and where the slaves would sleep and rest that was working. So it was really neat. We got to see wild donkeys, get out and pet them and feed them, which was really cool. They were so sweet and tame, and we had fun doing that. Flamingos, we got to see tons of flamingos out and around. Then they took us to one of their beaches in Bonaire. Very nice beach. We decided not to stay at the beach. You could stay. We had another excursion we needed to get back to the ship for. So we just got to see the beach, take pictures. They have a restaurant, things like that. But we would definitely go back to that beach when we get back to Bonaire. Very nice. And then they just kind of took us around just a little bit of sightseeing and back to the ship. So we got back to the ship early enough that we needed, got back in, was able to grab some lunch, change clothes and stuff for our next excursion, which was snorkeling. Yeah. Do you want to talk about snorkeling?
Yeah, so you go out on a private boat, and they take you around the island there in Bonaire, and you kind of flow with the current. The water was cold, so we didn't stay in long. But my cousin and another couple that went with us really enjoyed it. They stayed in the whole time. Every time they could get a chance, they was snorkeling. But it was very interesting. We actually saw a squid. There's pictures in our photos, so check that out. And it was a really good time.
Yeah, we got to see turtle. There was no turtle swimming at the time. He said they would be hit and miss, but when we got back on the boat, there was a turtle or two that was up on the water, so we did get to see our turtle.
And we got to see a couple flying fish.
Yep.
But
Bonaire very well for snorkeling, scuba diving.
Way less commercialized than any other port I think we've ever been to.
Yeah.
So there's not much right outside as far as shopping.
There's some
four shops. I think.
They had that little square, little market. Yeah. We didn't go down to the market. We walked past it, but they do have like a little market and enough shopping, just like any other ports. But really good for snorkeling, scuba diving, and using the private companies and exploring on our own that we've done. It's working out pretty well.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. So if you want any information on that, please call me 740-808-2754. And like this video, please, if you would, and subscribe and follow us. Thank you very much.